What is up, my dudes? Dano John here, coming at you with my updated Tenpai deck profile. Very excited to showcase you guys what I've been playing since the ban list. I know I haven't posted a Tenpai deck profile since the ban list, but you know, with Singing Summoning to 1, Prosperity to 1, yes, it does hurt the consistency quite a bit, but you know, obviously had to take 4 cards out and put another 4 cards in, and still play test the deck. It's still really consistent, still powerful. Tenpais is still a really good deck, especially even singing summoning to 1. It's like Misk, right? It's like our Misk got hit to 1 for this deck, which is kind of funny how that works. But it's still strong, guys. It's still strong. Don't count it out. And I still been getting a lot of success wins with it. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let me showcase you guys what I've been playing. So first, Triple Pydra, pretty self-explanatory. Triple Chandra, self-explanatory. Double Fadra, again, self-explanatory. Double Genroku, really good card. I tried playing it at 1, but the only issue playing Genroku at 1 is if you draw it, it does suck. Yeah, you can just summon it and just, you know, special summon any other Tenpai in your deck, but I think you just rather search for it, and that way you get its bonus effect to just, you know, pop. It's a popular. Why not just utilize your popular? But yeah, terrible idea running it at 1, I guess, right? Double Dora. I do want to put this at 3, but I can't find enough space, and especially with how I'm running it, I don't want to put 41. My deck's at 40 right now. I don't want to put it to 41. Dora is a really busted and really good card, especially since Singing Summoning is gone. Again, I didn't really need to run Garoku or Dora, but since Singing Summoning's to 1, Pot of Prosperity is to 1, the consistency is gone, so I kind of had to put, you know, some consistency cards in there. And Dora is really good, especially if you start with Dora and Singing Summoning. You practically, if your opponent can't pop Singing Summoning, it's game. They can't do anything because Dora is literally a 1-card Transcendent Dragon for, you know, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, this card's absolutely amazing. 1 Bestial Magamut, really good card, especially in this format. It's, you know, kind of an honorary Tenpai. Could add any dragon as you want. You could add even the Dora if you want, because it is a dragon. It's really good against Yubel, really good against Fiendsmith. Yeah, just a really good card overall. Triple Drone Lockbird. Again, no one likes Fiendsmith. So yeah, again, it does hurt my deck too, in some ways, which is why I also run Crossouts, which you guys will see. Double Ash Blossom. You could run this to 3. Personal preference, up to you guys. Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit. Again, I just don't like my field spell getting popped. And Mirror Match, right? Also, like this card's still pretty good. You can take it out, but I like it still. 1 Ghost Spell. I like this card. I like this card, especially, you know, we're still in a grave format, a heavy format, and especially with cards like the Grasslook Screener back, right? I think Ghost Spell is still pretty good in the format. You know, it can stop a lot of things still. 1 Veiler. I do want to bump this up to 2, but again, I can't find space. Yeah, Veiler's still really good, and there's times where I always cross it out anyways. So yeah, people like to Veiler my cards, and I don't like that. So 3 Singing Summoning. That's pretty self-explanatory. That card's busted. 1 Singing Summoning or 1 Misk, right? This card's broken. I understand why they hit it to 1. It needed to be done. I don't know what they're gonna do in the next ban list, but this card's really good. 1 Terraforming. It sucks if you draw these 2 together, because then this card dies. I am thinking of putting another field spell in. I just don't know what field spell I'll put in, but for now, I'm just gonna have to run this type of ratio. So the 1 Pot. I do agree with this card also getting hit to 1. You know, it's way overdue now, but this card's still pretty strong. You know, this can search basically your whole deck. So, and it does it. When I run this at 3, I'll just tell you. When I run this at 3, I never search for anything any of my pieces that would like consistency. I never searched for consistency cards. I would always search for like board breakers because I already had the consistency there. So again, I think this card's a little unfair at 3. So Konami did a good job putting it to 1. But yeah, still pretty busted if you open it. So triple crossout, really good card. I'm still playing it. This card's still busted. You still want to play, and you also still want to especially against mirror matches. It's funny, but yeah, you still want to play. I think the main point, what I'm trying to say, because I can't talk today, is you still want to be able to play and make sure that you're comboing and make sure you get to kill them that turn, because hand traps can kill you at some points, even an imperm, right? Double droplet. You could put this at 3 again. Personal preference. I couldn't find space. I do want to put this at 3. I do believe this card is really, really ridiculous. I can't talk, guys. But this card is really busted, and it's so good. But yeah, droplets, really, really good. I just can't say enough about it. Double Regeki. Again, I like this card a lot only because people don't expect it, especially at my locals, and it's funny. There's times where they set up a board and they summon cards in defense, and most of the time it's, especially with a lot of Omni Negates out of the format, Yubel can still produce a lot of Omni Negates, or at least some Omni Negates now, but nonetheless, like if you open, Regeki or 2 Regekis and they're just putting everything in defense, you're like, okay, just Regeki, and it's so funny just to see like their reaction because they just get so, obviously they get angry. I would get angry too because I would not expect it. I think Regeki's still a really good card. If I had space, which I probably won't, but if I had space, I'll put this at 3 because it's still really, really good. And people are expecting Lightning Storm, but I am running Lightning Storm, by the way. So again, board breakers are just really, really good, especially in today's format, especially with all the Omni Negates gone, right? But yeah, it's just funny because people don't expect Regeki. So yeah, really good because of that. Triple Infinite Impermanence. I don't think I need to say anything about that. The card's just really good. And again, I think a lot of my matches, I always cross out a Imperm or a Veiler for some reason. Ash, yeah, sometimes, but it's mostly Veiler and Imperm. So yeah, again, deck list is at 40. We'll go to the extra deck. Let's see. We'll do the links. We'll go Striker Dragon. So 1 Striker Dragon. I did put this in. Again, I had to make certain adjustments. 1 Heretic Seal. Really good card. So I don't think I need to explain that. The card's just really busted, especially if you start siding. Well, I'll just show you. Especially with the Quakimeru Draco or any other dragons in your deck. A lot of times when I side this, I don't even special summon it. There's certain matchups where I did, but especially with some of the situations that I've been presented at a certain point where I had this, I didn't really summon Draco, but Draco is still really good. And it's funny how they can just summon Draco, so that's why I ran it, the Draco. But this card's really good. I mean, the fact that you can just bring any Tenpai out, you can even bring the Fadra, and then special summon the Chandra, and then literally if they go battle phase, you start playing during their turn, and it's funny. Really, really good card. 1 SP. I think everybody's running SP, so self-explanatory. 1 Hida, again for the Ash. I haven't really used this that much, so yeah, but it's there. 1 Promethean Princess. Again, I can't speak. Sorry. I'm still running the Zelantis package. Again, I still think it's good. I know, it's not as good against hand traps, but again, you have to just play test a lot, play test against certain matchups, kind of know what your either opponent's playing, or just kind of feel the situation on where it's at, and I think you should be okay. Yes, this package is very weak to hand traps, but it's still effective if you get it off. Deep Barrier does hurt quite a bit, I'm not going to lie, especially if you don't have the cross out. And there's times where this has won me games. I think yes, it is weak to hand traps, and I do get that logic. So if you want to take it out, you could, but I still think it's strong. So, yeah. 1, obviously Solomon Great, Raging Phoenix. Really, really good card. 1 Black Rose. Let's Still funny. Yes, I know I have Singing Summoning to 1 now, but I still find it funny how you can just use Singing Summoning, summon Black Rose, they can't respond to it and pop everything. And if you have the, oh my gosh, I can't think today, guys. If you have the Singing Kaiman, that's full combo, so you should be fine. Black Rose is really good. One Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon, still running this. Yeah, really good card. One Samurai Destroyer, No One Likes You Bell. I don't know if this card went up. You guys let me know. I feel like this card went up. But yeah, really good card. Double Bident. Bident Dragon's really good. Again, pretty self-explanatory. One Trident Dragon. If you can't, I'm pretty sure you could afford it now. But before, if you couldn't afford it, it's fine. The deck's still pretty good. But yeah, this card's busted. I'd recommend you getting it. If you don't, I know this card dropped tremendously, so just go ahead and pick it up. One Transcendent Dragon. Again, really good card. Thinking of putting it to 2, but again, there's not enough space, so probably keep it at 1. One Ready Rose. Yeah, I did fix my extra deck quite a bit, and I did want to put this card back. I know Snake Eyes is not really in the format, but Yubel's still there. Again, I haven't summoned it at all, so I don't know if I might take it out, but it's there, and I know this deck can summon Ready Rose pretty fast and pretty easily. So, but yeah, that's it for my extra deck. Again, pretty self-explanatory. We'll start with the traps. We'll go triple D barrier. Well, not triple D barrier, my bad. Double D barrier and one threatening war. I do want to put 3 of these, but I couldn't find space. I feel like for Tenpais, it's always a game. It's always a game. Especially if you win or lose the first matchup, because your opponent already knows what you're playing, and it just comes up to what they're siding. If that's the case, I did have to cut 1 D barrier, and I also had 2 Threatening Wars before too, but I had to made a lot of cuts to my side deck. Again, side decks always change, but yeah, it's just a game of side decking, and I do tend to side at least 1 and 1, depending if I'm going first or second. Because especially when I'm going second, I do side 1 and 1, or sometimes. I don't side Threatening War, just, side the double D barrier, only because, you want to play, you want to be able to kill your opponent, and because if you can't kill them, if you can't kill them, you're pretty much screwed. So that's all I can say. So you want to make sure you can kill them. But yeah, again, cross out is ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why. And plus, it's really good too. This card's really good going first. Threatening War and Dimensional Barrier, really good at going first. A lot of times people don't side this, and going first against Tenpai, Threatening War is just really good. One Sengen Kaiho, really, really good card, guys. I love this card so much. Just literally stops your opponent from their main phase. It's funny because I haven't been able to see it every single time I sided it. So, but I know it's good, and I know. Again, there's times where I never even needed it, but it's so good. I'm still gonna keep it in my side deck. Double Heat Wave, really good card. Yeah, I did cut the 3rd one, and if that's the case, I know you're probably wondering. You guys are probably asking, like, why not just cut it? I don't know. I like it. I cut the 3rd one for the Saiyan Kaiho, if you guys were wondering, but I still like Heat Wave. I don't like to see 2 in hand, which is why I put 2. I tend to want to side 2 instead. But yeah, 1 Harpies, 1 Cosmic. Again, really good cards. I do want to up in the number, but again, the side deck is also really tight, and I just had to put 1 and 1. Cosmic's still pretty broken. Triple Ghost Sister. Konami, you should just hit this card. I don't like this card at all. This card's not funny. It's not funny. It's just, I don't like it, and it's kind of like a necessity now for almost every player to run it, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's kind of scummy in my opinion, but again, it's really good against Tenpai, and it's just good in general, especially against time. And yeah, I agree. A lot of players agree with me when I say this. It's not healthy, but have to run it. Triple Kaiju. I decided to play this only because, especially in my locals, been playing a lot of matchups where, especially Pearly, And Pearly, you know, they bring out their boss monster, you know, and it's, yeah, just kaiju it and then just kind of go from there. But yeah, and then the one Quackimura Draco, which you guys saw already, really good card. I mean, kind of stops your opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So that's kind of the whole concept right now. But yeah, again, guys, thank you guys so much for you know watching my video, guys. I really do appreciate it. And again, if you guys have suggestions on what to do with with Tenpais, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, this is your boy Donald John here, signing out. Peace.